We're joined by Borough Caretaker manager Dennis Quigley. Dennis, thanks for joining us. One game, one win, and into a semi-final. How does it feel? What's your thoughts on the game?
I mean, it's so strange and cliche to say, but it was a game that had absolutely everything. Conceding from a set piece to start with, which is kind of one of my passionate things in football. Then getting back into the game, conceding again, dramatic equaliser, penalty shootout that we ultimately win. It's, like I said, it had everything. I mean, I'm over the moon about the result, of course. Not easy coming in, first game. It's a cup quarter final. But in my opinion, even though we conceded two, everything went according to plan.
Was there a little bit of rustiness, I think, from maybe both teams? Obviously, I think we haven't played for 2 weeks since New Year's Day, and I haven't checked Harefield, but I presume it's been similar for them. Do you think there's an element of that involved tonight at certain times?
Absolutely. I mean, you could see that a lot of our players, a lot of their players were getting leggy, especially towards the end. I know that Harefield haven't played since the 28th of December, and then of course we've had our games called off due to the frozen pitch. Lucky enough that we can get on the training pitch, but as everyone knows, training pitch to match fitness is a very different ball game, especially in a game like that is physical, it's very demanding on the legs. So you could definitely say, yeah, there was some rustiness in there.
Two players that have been out for different reasons recently came back tonight and made a good impact. Firstly, Leo, obviously we've missed a lot over the last couple of months with his injury. Obviously came back and scored a really good goal, and then Andrew McCorkle back in goal, does what he does in penalty shootout. So good to have both of those two back.
Absolutely. I mean, starting with Leo, you're always going to miss a player of his quality. He picked up that unfortunate injury, and then he went through a lot of rehab to get himself fit and right in order to not come back too soon. Of course, again, when you're coming into a game like this, first game managing the club, and you have a player like Leo Seri coming back, you're going to be happy. And of course he caps it off with a goal. And then Andrew McCorkle, I mean, you can never predict what he's going to do. I think there's definitely a few times he kept us in that game. Outstanding saves. And then there's also that part that when you do go into a penalty shootout and you have Andrew McCorkle in goal, you feel like the odds are in your favour. And again, he's pulled off some outstanding saves and got it to the point where he wasn't going to step up and take the fifth penalty. So to wrap it up in the way that we did, yeah, over the moon to have both of them back.
Yeah, absolutely. And quick word for our other goal scorer tonight as well. I mean, he's on a bit of a goal scoring run. Keegan Bloom got another one tonight to add to his recent hot streak. A really good goal as well. And obviously saved the day, kind of. It was literally with a couple of minutes to go.
Absolutely. I mean, Fox in the box is getting thrown out quite a lot about Keegan Bloom. I did say to him previously, I'm definitely going to say it to him again, whilst you're in this form, we're going to have to capitalise on it. He is scoring goals, he is bringing another dimension, whether that be starting, whether that be coming on from the bench. Very good player to have in the squad. And just, credit to him as well on his attitude, because he is second to none in that term. He will give everything to the team. So, yeah, very proud of him and a very well taken goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we're looking forward to see who we get in the semi-finals. Moving away from tonight, it has been a bit of as people may have seen on our website and social media today with what's been put out and what's been announced. Obviously Ben, while you're standing here talking to us now, Ben and Keegan have both left the club. Bit of a whirlwind 24 hours. What's it been like for you and the dressing room? How have they taken the news and got it out of their heads, ready for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, changing anything in life is never easy. Changing football always seems to come quite dramatic and quite sudden. In terms of Ben and Keegs leaving, I know that there are fans that are upset, which they would be considering everything that's been built by Ben. But I will say that I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now if it wasn't for Keegs and Ben. I started working with Ben a couple of years ago, not to delve too much into it. And to be honest, he's been building me to get to this platform that I'm on now, whether that be a caretaker job, interim job. He knew that management is a goal that I wanted to get back into. So, you know, although Ben has moved on and Keeks has moved on, I think rather than looking at it, you know, that because we have lost a great manager and assistant manager, but we now have to look towards the future at the club, and they will go on and do things at their club, and I will continue for as long as I've got here to do things here. Keep moving, keep pushing with the backing of the squad and the team around me. And as far as I'm concerned, it's business as usual. Nothing's changed, and we're going to push on together.
Dennis, that's really good to hear. Obviously, everyone that was here at the game tonight and even those obviously people that couldn't make it tonight are fully behind you. So whether it's, as you say, for next week, the next month, or however long, you know, you've got our full support. Just looking ahead to the weekend, it's going to be your first league game in charge. Hartley-Wintney away, which is going to be a tough one. Yeah,
I mean, in this league, I don't think you can say there isn't a tough game. You look at the table and you can win a game and you're 2 points off playoffs. You could lose a game and the others win around you, and you're going, how am I that far away from it? Everything's within touching distance. Every game is going to be tough, but my job now is to continue to work with this great group of players and keep getting them ready, one fixture at a time, so we can push on together again and keep going for that playoff place.
Excellent stuff, Dennis. Thank you for your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much, gents.